Also breaking news at 4, a Florida judge has ruled the new 15-week abortion ban is unconstitutional.
He is preparing to issue an emergency temporary injunction to block the law statewide. Western News political reporter Greg Fox has been following this story. And Greg, despite that ruling, the 15-week ban will be the law tomorrow.
That's exactly right. The judge promised a decision today, but said there's not enough time to get all of the legal paperwork in the court files to keep the law from going into effect just after midnight tonight.
House Bill 5 is unconstitutional in that it violates the privacy provision of the Florida Constitution.
Circuit Judge John Cooper dealt a blow to efforts by Governor Ron DeSantis and Republican leadership. He ruled the new law moving the deadline for women to terminate pregnancies from 24 weeks now to 15 weeks violated privacy rights in place in Florida since 1980. His ruling followed closing arguments in which a deputy attorney general argued with an attorney representing Planned Parenthood, the ACLU, and a women's health physician, with the state arguing the plaintiffs had no legal standing to fight the law because they are not protected by the privacy provision.
In our view, just like the plaintiffs have to show injury in fact, the plaintiffs have to show that they are irreparably harmed, not that someone else is irreparably harmed. And we think this is particularly important.
It's not the case that there needs to be a showing that all women, whether they are seeking abortions or not, or are pregnant or not, have their rights violated by the enactment of the law. The question is whether those to whom the law applies, whether all of their rights are violated.
The judge cited case law that he says supports privacy rights for women seeking to terminate pregnancies. He also said he found the plaintiff's scientific research on abortion being safer medically than carrying a pregnancy to term persuasive. And he said the state's witnesses were not credible. For example, he regarded plaintiff and women's health physician Shelley Tien's testimony to be solid, convincing, but not the state's experts who tried to convince him a fetus can feel pain at 15 weeks, and a woman who terminates pregnancy later is exposed to higher medical risk.
It's not intended by me to be a criticism of the defendant's experts or a statement that I don't think, that I think they're trying to do something inappropriate or anything like that. It's just that this is how I weigh the evidence. Now,
and here's the timeline. The judge is giving attorneys on both sides a chance to review the complete ruling over the weekend. Monday is a holiday, so he said he expects to release the ruling and issue the injunction on Tuesday. The Attorney General's office has said it will appeal. Stuart?